If you're over 40 and still dressing like you're heading to band practice, or just rolled out of your college dorm, it's time we had a real conversation. Because the truth is, casual doesn't mean careless, and grown men shouldn't be out here looking like oversized teenagers. You deserve better than that. You deserve to look sharp, put together, and effortless, even when you're off the clock. So let's talk about how to dress casually, like an adult man. Chapter 1. Ditch the graphic tees, wear a polo or Henley instead. Let's be honest, that t-shirt with the vintage cartoon print, or the ironic meme, might get a chuckle, but it won't get you respect. The graphic tee was fine when we were 22, but past 40, it just doesn't hit the same. When I see a grown man in a Marvel tee from Target, it tells me one thing: he hasn't evolved. Now, I'm not saying you need to be in a suit all the time, but even your casual wear should show intention. A polo shirt does that. It's timeless, masculine, and if you get one in a quality cotton peaky, it adds texture and structure to your upper body. Same goes for a Henley, especially one in a neutral tone, like charcoal, navy, or olive. The buttons give it dimension, and the fit hugs your chest and arms just right, without looking like you're trying too hard. Here's what I do. I keep 3 or 4 polos in rotation, a couple in solid colors, and maybe one with a subtle stripe. Same with Henleys. Then I pair them with jeans, chinos, or casual trousers. Boom. Easy, stylish, and still relaxed. A grown man's casual wardrobe should whisper confidence, not scream, "I still love SpongeBob." Chapter 2. Stop wearing baggy jeans. Get into slim or straight fit denim. If your jeans are wide, loose at the ankle, and pooling around your sneakers, listen, they're not making a comeback. Not even in the name of comfort. And saggy jeans? They don't make you look younger. They just make everything else you're wearing look sloppy. Your shirt could be ironed. Your shoes could be clean. But if your jeans are baggy, you've already lost. What you need are jeans that actually follow the shape of your leg. Not skin tight, but fitted. Slim or straight fit is the sweet spot. You want them to sit properly on your waist. Hug your hips a little, then fall cleanly to the top of your shoes. No stacking, no sagging. And let's talk wash. Dark wash denim is your best friend. It's sleek, versatile, and instantly makes you look more refined. Light wash jeans can work, but you've got to nail the fit and styling. If you're unsure, stick with indigo or deep navy. You can't go wrong. One more tip. Look for a little stretch in the fabric. A blend of cotton and elastane makes them move better, especially if you're active or just don't want to feel stiff. I've seen guys go from looking 10 years older to 5 years younger just by swapping out their jeans. It's not just about fashion. It's about how it frames your body. A great pair of jeans highlights your legs, lifts your backside, and sharpens your silhouette. Trust me, once you wear a pair of well-fitted jeans, you'll never go back to those baggy, shapeless ones again. Chapter 3. Say goodbye to hoodies. Upgrade to a casual jacket or overshirt. I know what you're thinking, but I like being comfortable, and I hear you. I like being comfortable too. But there's a huge difference between cozy and careless. That hoodie you've had since 2012? The one with the fading logo and broken zipper? It's time to retire it. For good. Let's level up without losing comfort. A bomber jacket, a wool blend overshirt, or a clean Harrington jacket. All of these give you structure, elevate your outfit, and still feel easy to wear. I personally love a bomber in suede or nylon. It gives you this modern, masculine edge, but it's still laid back. Throw it over a Henley or a fitted crew neck, and you've got yourself a sharp weekend look. Overshirts are another secret weapon. They're like a hybrid between a jacket and a shirt. Heavier than a flannel, but lighter than a coat. And you can wear them open over a t-shirt, or buttoned up as a standalone piece. Colors matter here too. Go for earthy tones. Think camel, olive, charcoal, or navy. These shades are flattering, mature, and easy to mix and match. And look, I've dropped some of my favorite picks in the description below. These are pieces I wear myself. So if you want to skip the guessing, just scroll down. You'll find jackets and overshirts that are worth every cent. Here's the bottom line. A hoodie says, "I just left the gym." A structured jacket says, "I've got my life together." Chapter 4. Ditch the running shoes, wear leather or suede sneakers. Now this one's important, because I see it all the time. Guys over 40 walking around in neon-colored trainers, with chunky soles and techie mesh fabric. I get it, you've had them forever, they're comfortable. And maybe they've got arch support, but here's the truth. They ruin your outfit. Running shoes are built for performance, not style. And when you wear them with jeans or chinos, you look mismatched, like your lower half is headed to a marathon and your upper half is grabbing drinks. Instead, go for minimalist sneakers, leather or suede, clean lines, no wild logos, white, off-white, gray, or even tan or navy. These colors go with everything. and they make your whole look feel intentional. I'm a big fan of low-top leather sneakers. They're sleek, easy to clean, and can be dressed up or down. Wear them with jeans and a polo, or even tailored joggers and a knit sweater. They always look sharp. Suede sneakers are great too, especially in fall. They add texture and richness to your outfit. But keep them protected with a suede spray. You don't want water stains ruining the vibe. If you want my go-to sneakers that I recommend to every man over 40, you'll find them linked in the description below. These are pairs I've worn, tested. Here's what it comes down to. The shoes you wear can make or break the whole outfit. So leave the performance gear for the treadmill and step into something that actually complements your style. Chapter 5. Replace baseball caps with structured hats, or go without. I know the baseball cap is sacred. I get it. It hides a bad hair day, it's comfortable, and sometimes it's your signature look. But hear me out. That beat-up cap from your favorite team, with the sweat stains and the bent brim, it's doing nothing for your style. Baseball caps were a casual go-to, but now that you're older, you've got to be a little more intentional. If you want to wear a hat, make it count. Instead of the typical mesh back cap, try a structured wool cap, a clean cotton dad cap in a neutral shade, or even a flat cap or a fedora if you've got the personality to pull it off. I'm not saying go full Peaky Blinders, but a well-fitted flat cap in gray or charcoal, especially in cooler months, can add instant polish to your casual look. And honestly, sometimes the best move is no hat at all. If your hairline isn't what it used to be, don't panic. Keep your hair short, well-groomed, or go fully clean-shaven. Bald is bold when it's intentional. The key is confidence. If you look like you're hiding, people notice. But if you own it, they respect it. One more tip. If you do wear hats, make sure they match the vibe of your outfit. Maybe skip the hat altogether. Less is often more. Bottom line, a grown man's hat game should feel effortless, not like he's trying to cover up for the night before. Chapter 6. Retire loud logos. Keep it simple and understated. This one's big, because I know a lot of men fall into this trap. You see a big brand logo on a tee, or a flashy emblem on a hoodie, and think, that's stylish, that looks expensive. But in reality, it just looks loud. Let me break it down. Loud branding is not style, it's marketing. And when you're over 40, your clothes should speak for you, but they shouldn't shout. Subtle is always more powerful. Instead of giant logos, go for clean. Minimal design, solid colors, soft patterns, and if there is a logo, make sure it's tasteful, small, placed on the chest, sleeve, or collar, not slapped across your torso like a billboard. This goes for shirts, jackets, even sneakers. Wearing understated clothing tells the world that you don't need to prove anything, that you've already arrived. And trust me, that's the most attractive thing you can wear. Personally, I avoid obvious branding unless the piece is incredibly well made and fits perfectly into my wardrobe. Even then, I usually keep it as subtle as possible. Think about the men you admire, the real gentlemen, the well-dressed icons. They aren't walking around in shirts that scream the brand name. They're wearing pieces that fit like a glove, made from quality fabrics, with clean lines. So ditch the walking billboard look and embrace the art of quiet confidence. Chapter 7. Avoid shiny, cheap fabrics. Wear textured, quality materials. Here's where a lot of casual outfits fall flat. Fabric choice. You could have a great fit, great color, but if your shirt looks shiny, feels synthetic, or starts pilling after one wash, you're not going to look like a gentleman. You're going to look like you bought it from the clearance rack at a gas station. And the truth is, cheap fabric doesn't age well, especially on older men. It highlights every bump, every curve, every wrinkle, and it clings in all the wrong places. What you want are textured, natural, high-quality fabrics. Think cotton, linen, wool, brushed flannel, or even lightweight denim. Here's a little rule I follow. If the fabric reflects light, skip it. If it absorbs light and adds depth, wear it. For summer, go with breathable cotton and linen shirts. They keep you cool, but still give you a crisp silhouette. In the colder months, flannel shirts, wool sweaters, or brushed cotton overshirts add both warmth and structure. These kinds of materials give your outfit dimension, and they look expensive, even if they weren't. And yes, I've added a few of my favorite textured shirts and jackets in the description below. These are pieces I've worn and loved, and they hold up season after season. Remember, quality fabric doesn't just feel better, it moves better, it photographs better, and most importantly, it earns you compliments before you even say a word. So skip the shiny bargain bin stuff and wear materials that match the man you've become. Chapter 8. Skip the joke socks. Wear classic, stylish pairs. Instead, alright, let's talk socks. Because I know some of you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Nobody even sees my socks. But let me tell you, they matter more than you think. Your socks say a lot about how dialed in your overall style really is. And when you're over 40, you can't afford to let the little details slide. You could have a great fit, perfect shirt, tailored pants, even the right shoes. But if you sit down, cross your legs, and reveal a pair of neon green socks with donuts on them, that whole grown man vibe just flew out the window. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for having fun with your style. But when your socks are screaming louder than your outfit, that's not fun, that's distracting. It's juvenile. So what should you wear instead? Stick with socks that have timeless appeal. Ribbed cotton in charcoal or navy, a thin merino blend in olive or brown, or for a subtle touch of character, go with herringbone, tiny polka dots, or soft argyle. And let's not forget about the quality. If your socks are sagging, bunched up around your ankles, or stretched out after 2 washes, it's time to level up. Personally, I invest in socks that are made from premium cotton, or a lightweight wool blend. They're more breathable, they stay up all day, and they keep their shape wash after wash. Also match your socks to the tone of your trousers, or your shoes, not your mood. Save the SpongeBob socks for movie night at home with the grandkids, not a dinner out or a casual office meeting. Another trick? Stock up on no-show socks if you're wearing loafers, low-profile sneakers, or driving shoes. No one wants to see athletic socks peeking out over a sleek Italian sneaker. It throws the whole look off. Here's the bottom line. Gentlemen pay attention to the small things, because they know that the small things are what set them apart. Your socks don't need to be loud. They need to be smart. They need to work with your outfit, not fight against it. Upgrade them, match them, respect them. You'll be surprised how much more polished you'll feel. Here's what I'll tell you. Dressing casually as a man over 40 isn't about throwing away everything you own. It's about leveling up the pieces you already reach for. The shirts, the jeans, the shoes, the jackets. You just need better versions of them. Pieces that fit right, feel great, and age like fine wine. And if you're ready to upgrade your casual wardrobe right now, I've made it easy for you. You'll find links to every type of piece I've talked about down in the description. Now, these aren't fast fashion, they're not $5 gimmicks, but they are